I never actually realized how backwards we are in Europe because European Union has just forced the European banks to do instant SEPA, while in Nigeria it's running for years. So if you do a bank transfer, the receiver will get it immediately, like seconds. And fintech companies here are really growing. It's a big market, and I'm loving it. I think banking is really great in Nigeria.
Beautiful people, when you see Nigerians in a banking hall, what comes to your mind? What are they doing there? Withdrawing money? Well, it would have been a yes if it had been in 2000s, 2005, 2010, years back. However, currently, I would say no. The likelihood that they are there to withdraw money isn't that high, except withdrawing in dollars. All right, beautiful people, welcome to my channel. This is Qinspride. You know, a lot of people out there who came to Nigeria are saying that, oh, Nigerian banking system is up there. Even our Nigerians that traveled to the Western nation are also saying, I think our banks are actually far ahead of these banks out there.
I know this might be hard to believe, but these are some ways that I believe that Nigeria is better than Japan. Yes, you heard me. Japan is not all that, in everything. There are some things, some places that I personally believe that, I'm on for this one, Nigeria better parts, and I'm going to be sharing them with you. Number one is the fintech industry. I mean, the banking system of Japan is for me, I think it's still backwards. Like the fact that ATMs shut down by 5 p.m. The first time I came here, I wanted to use an ATM in the evening. I got to the ATM, it was 6, and then the ATM was closed. The only place you find 247 ATM machines are in convenience stores, and then you'll be charged to use those ATM machines after 6 p.m. But the regular banking ATM shuts down by 5 or 5:30 at most. There's no two ways about it.
You know, sometimes we yell at our banks, we shout.
You people on Tuesday, I'm closing. It's because today is weekend. If not, everything that has to do with their done. Count me out. Una clients, una customer. That means nobody is saving GTB bank again. Nobody is safe. Una openly, purposely carry una clients hand over to EFCC.
We abuse them, we will talk things about them. Yes, of course. We will do that. Especially when you are frustrated about certain things concerning your account. However, when it comes to banking, Nigeria is way better than so many European nations. Don't get me wrong. This is not to say that Nigeria is better than all the European and American nations when it comes to banking. Nope. Far from that. We are saying that as an African nation, Nigeria is way better than so many banking systems, or than so many banking systems of some European nations and some American nations. In fact, even in America, there are so many banks that cannot compete with Nigeria when it comes to banking. Why are we saying this? For those of you that have not had any interaction with people that are in the diaspora concerning banking, you will not understand what I'm saying. There are so many of our brothers and sisters who will be lamenting over their experiences in their American banks or with the banks over there in America, and some glitches which are not supposed to take place. In fact, some of these glitches will not take place in Nigeria. We are an African nation, right? Told you that we're a third world nation, yet our technology is mostly futuristic.
Living in Lagos for some years, these are the 5 things that surprised me as a foreigner. Number one is the banking system and how fast it is. I never actually realized how backwards we are in Europe because European Union has just forced the European banks to do instant SEPA, while in Nigeria it's running for years. So if you do a bank transfer, the receiver will get it immediately, like seconds. And fintech companies here are really growing. It's a big market and I'm loving it. I think banking is really great in Nigeria. Number two is the fact that you can actually borrow data. If you run out of data and you don't have another source, you don't have Wi-Fi in the house, you don't have another source, you don't have to be going out and buying, credit, whatever. You can just borrow data.
Now, in the banking system of Nigeria, when you walk into the banking hall and you see a lot of people there, let me tell you what they might be doing there. First, a lot of them are there to see the customer care service because of one issue or another. Because of the issues they have with their account, maybe they try to transfer money or this and that, and they cannot do it. So yes, there has been a lot of issues with their accounts. So they want to rectify. So it's all about rectification. So they came to me, the customer care service, to rectify their accounts or to complain about one issue or another. Second is for confirmation. Some came to confirm whether some payments made into their account came through or whether their transfer went through. Sometimes you may transfer money and the receiver will tell you, oh bro, I've not received this money even after 24 hours or even 48 hours. So you would need to go and confirm payment. Third, when you see people in the banking hall, they might actually be businessmen who deposit heavy amounts of money in the bank. So it is not all things that you may want to transfer. Okay, let me give you an example. Businessmen in the market, of course, they receive a lot of cash. So they may want to go to the bank to deposit this money into their own account. So that's not the kind of money you may want to deposit via a point of sale. That's POS. Right? So you will need to go to the banking hall, pick your deposit slip, and deposit millions of cash. Okay? Some of them also do want to withdraw so much amount of money, but most times it is actually deposit. If you go to the counter, you will see a lot of them working with the cashiers out there to count the money. Number 4, if you see some people in the banking hall, maybe they went there to deposit dollars or to withdraw dollars in compliance with the Central Bank of Nigeria. So you will see a lot of people at the counter. Some are withdrawing dollar, some are depositing dollar. Some are depositing heavy amounts of money, especially businessmen. Some are there for complaint, all right, to complain about the account. Some are there for confirmation. Did you understand? Someone will ask, why is banking in Nigeria very fast and futuristic? It is because of the heavy investment in the technology sector, especially in the IT sector of the banking industry. In 2024 alone, only 6 banks invested up to 260 billion naira in the technology sector in the banking industry in Nigeria. Even in 2023, around 150 billion naira was invested in the IT department in the Nigerian bank. So yes, even the CBN, the Central Bank of Nigeria, is uplifting this agenda and supporting the Nigerian banks. Do you know that about 39% of the adults or the Nigerians that operate phone, that use phone, actually operate the mobile banking system? So according to statistics in the year 2025, around 39% of the Nigerians that handle phone do operate mobile banking system. What it simply means is that more than 80 million Nigerians use mobile banking. A lot of them also transfer via POS. And POS, point of sale, is everywhere. So many of us have POS. In fact, Nigeria had gradually migrated to almost a cashless system, right? Whereby almost everybody do have an account in Nigeria. And again, when you go to the market to buy things, you will really go with cash. For someone like me, I'll go to the market with my sack, with my bag, which contains my phone, and with few cash. Why? Because if I want to buy something of 100 naira, 200 naira, I may want to give them cash. However, buying meat, you pay via transfer. Buying a potato from an Hausa person, from an Aboki, you pay for a transfer. Please, which bank did you say you're using again?
Money point.
Money points.
Yes.
Or your account number?
81
81
62
62
03
03
50
50
55.
55. Farouk Kubala.
Yes.
Farouk. How much is your money?
225.
What do you mean by 225? 2,000 naira.
No,
That's 10,000 for yam. Check your account. I've sent it. Have you seen it? I can generate receipt for you. Please, can you help me and bring the yam inside? Thank you. You don't see yam? You don't see the money? You don't see your money? Okay, thank you. Buying tomato, you pay via transfer. You don't need to start counting money. We still do, don't get me wrong. We still do. But majority of Nigerians transfer or we use our card. So many vendors these days move around with their POS. So it is easier to transfer money. It is easier to withdraw via your ATM using the POS. So yes, the banking system in Nigeria is up there. A lot of people are talking about it. And if you had listened to some of my brothers and sisters that came to Nigeria or those that visited some nations in the diaspora, they are still talking about it. So yes, we may not know this. Like I said, it takes people that traveled out of my beautiful nation to come back and tell us, you know what? Nigeria is up there. How many of you have gone to some neighboring nations? You've entered their banks, right? My dear, Nigeria is way up there.